the media force. I begin with timelines. Imposters had, right from the inception of various social media platforms, opened accounts in my name before me and without my knowledge or approval. I wrote several complaints accordingly, which were never attended to satisfactorily. This situation remained for nearly a decade, and I decided to be inactive on the platforms till my complaints were satisfactorily attended to. On 24th May 2022, I withdrew from Kaduna State governorship primaries under the PDP on grounds of divergent principles. From 25th of June 2022, I began receiving indications of a possible calling to serve my nation, again this time under the Labour Party, which culminated in my unveiling as vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party on the 8th of July 2022. I was interviewed by BBC immediately after the event, only to find contents of the said interview misrepresented by another social media page. A complaint was immediately made, and this page eventually removed the misrepresented news article, but only after much damage had been done. Ever since indications began to appear about my joining the Labour Party, more imposters hurriedly opened more social media accounts in my name, again without my knowledge or approval. In most cases, misspelled or in wrong format. Complaints about the fake social media accounts have been duly lodged and registered with the relevant host platforms, while I wait and continue to suffer the consequences of mischievous and evil postings done by others falsely in my name. I must acknowledge and appreciate the diligence of well-meaning followers who were quick to observe and object to these accounts, exchanges, and communications on the basis of their good knowledge of me. B, the situation. Some of these communications have been and continue to be premeditated and designed to set me against legitimate and established responsible religious organizations, and in some cases to portray me negatively in relation to certain sentiments and core value of our society. There is sufficient justification to conclude that these unholy acts against a real change agent at a politically sensitive period may be sponsored by opponents and enemies of progress to disparage me, stain my good image, and distract us from the noble objective of rescuing Nigeria. From the issues raised in the preceding paragraphs, the poor attempt to perpetuate these condemnable and unethical acts by misguided elements also have the unfortunate tendency to compromise security. C, the underlying politics of it. The rising profile of His Excellency Governor Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, and the growing fortunes of Labour Party itself have become such a bitter pill for some Nigerian retrogressive status quo politicians, to the extent of apparently committing huge amounts of money in creating and spreading falsehood in the name of politics. My preference to remain fair and objective in the matter of wild allegations against a fellow Nigerian, the likes of which I am beginning to witness, has attracted the wrath of some of the same elements. I offer no apologies for having been deemed suitable by a team of diligent and competent headhunters in matters relating to candidacy in 2023. But I must observe that there are more decent and more honorable ways for disagreeing with the issues of preferential choice. The choice is for His Excellency Peter Obi, then and now. All other interested parties are welcome to approach His Excellency Governor Peter Obi on how to be accommodated in the noble and patriotic plan to rescue Nigeria. Disclaimer: I hereby dissociate my humble self from the creation, ownership, and operation of any such social media accounts. I equally declare that all exchanges and communications therefrom are without my knowledge or input in any way whatsoever. Call and prayer. E. I humbly call on the general public, on and offline, to disregard any and all such exchanges and communications from the fake social media accounts. I call on the social media platform owners, creators, and operators to immediately realize the dangers their highly valued technologies portend in society, and to quickly, responsibly rise to the challenge of preventing further creation and use of fake social media accounts. I call on the discerning general public, particularly our dear obedient and useful followers, to exercise patience until the resolution of these complaints, after which we will genuinely communicate towards rescuing Nigeria. I thank you all. God bless Labour Party. Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because it is implicit that even from day one, there were imposters, which I didn't agree with, and I decided to be inactive. This was in my communique. So I have not really been active. I have been, in the last 10 years or so, struggling with the platforms. Allow me not to call their names, since we're already communicating with them. You know, when we say social media platforms, you know them. We have been saying, please take these down. They are not me, take them down. For 10 years, they have not done. So I have not been active. What you see there are not me. Simple. And the questions are fairly related. Specifics. In the last 3 weeks, my honorable team tried to have one verified that has not yet been verified. So up till this moment, I do not have a verified social media. So for safety reasons, consider all of them as unauthentic and fake. All are unauthentic, unverified, and fake. And there are too many for me to memorize. Like I said, some of them have misspelled. Some of them are using the wrong format of my name. They are using wrong pictures. They are using old pictures of my name. So all are fake. And that also answers if there is a verified. Until the platforms are able to take all these down, I will then therefore go through the motions of verifying one, and I will make it public. Thank you. So is constituted, and every decision, every action therefrom is from the party. Your question is strictly for the party to answer. Remember, this special press conference is strictly to address the fake social media accounts. I'm not at liberty to disclose at this point what strategy my able party is doing. My leaders will do that when they organize the press conference for that purpose. This is a special press conference to address one issue, especially because of the dangers it portends in society, and because of how it compromises security, and because of the kind of sensitive issues those imposters are heading. So please bear with me. At the right time, my leaders in the party will answer those your questions. Thank you.